So today I'm going to talk about when we have self-driving cars. Well, this is becoming a more and more popular topic in the area of modern technology nowadays, and while some believe that we will have them in a few years, others believe that we'll need to wait for a much longer time until self-driving cars become on the road. To find the answer, we need to dive into and behind this concept deeply through research. While it brings numerous benefits as well as problems, the producing and functioning of the self-driving vehicle technology will provide an answer to the time when self-driving cars become widely available. So, what are self-driving cars? Just as its name implies, it is a vehicle which its operation doesn't require a human driver, but advanced sensory technology instead, which usually includes sonar, GPS radar, and so on, for identifying changes in the environment and also for restoring the vehicle back into a safer distance or speed. At the same time, a classification system is also involved, ranging from level 0 to level 5. It identifies the vehicle's autonomy from completely manual to entirely automated. For instance, the level 0 car needs full control of a human driver, but it can still provide warnings to assist, while a level 5 car doesn't need a driver at all, also being named as steering wheel optional. So how do they function? Well, in order to replicate a human driver's movements, perception, computing, and control are essential aspects needed. Firstly, perception. The car's roof and other locations will be installed with cameras that enables a 360 degrees view of the surroundings, which allows the distinguishing of shapes and colors. And there will also be lidars and radars to help on detecting the distance and moving objects. At the same time, the computer operates as a brain of the car as computing part. It takes in GPS data along with other information from the cameras and informs a clear perception of the car's location. In the control part, algorithms that are capable of self-learning from reactions enables the computers to make the best choice for the self-driving vehicle. At the same time, control electronics are also being used. Well, so what are the purpose and benefits? Firstly, it improved both safely widely. Since the car is being made and controlled by a computer, there will be no human errors. And according to the NHTSA, 94% of road accidents are caused by the driver themselves, meaning that if self-driving vehicles, since they rely purely on road information and data and cannot be distracted by other factors, road safety will be enhanced greatly. Also, they don't wear out as easily as human-driven vehicles, so maintenance and repairing costs can be saved. Furthermore, traveling will become much more efficient since GPS systems and the internet can take the self-driving vehicle to the destination through the fastest routine. And the environment will also be benefited greatly. Although many self-driven cars continue to emit the same pollutants as the human-driven cars, but their improved efficiency can reduce the emitted amount of pollution. Well, what are the problems and struggles? Realistically, the human brain is still more advanced in deducing the development of unexpected movements. For example, computer self-driving cars, they cannot predict moving humans and reckless drivers, which can put the car into hazardous situations, and also could potentially lead to severe accidents. Furthermore, the self-driving car, it might not be suitable for driving on snowy days or rainy days, because the road will be covered with snow, and the self-driving car, it relies on the lines on the road to navigate itself. And also the car sensors and cameras may be stopping their function in snow and rain. It also has a problematic security system, because if a hacker from the outside the car takes control of the vehicle, it might cause the modifying of destination or even accidents. And also, as the car uses its cloud for maps and updates, the passengers in the car's security could also be at risk. Furthermore, the price could also be a problem, as the components of the car are very expensive and far from cheap. So why aren't they on the road yet? Firstly, there's a reason of overestimation of its potential, because it actually takes a lot of effort for driving. It requires strong abilities of multitasking and so on. And in fact, it's difficult to maintain consistent vehicle speed and position despite traffic, weather, and road conditions. At the same time, it still requires a diverse motor, perceptual, and mental ability as a human driver, which the computer feels difficult to replicate. There are also flaws in this area that have been raised and warned by the scientists, and also accidents are being reported with design limitations as possible causes. Some drivers, they took trust in the security of self-driving systems, so they stopped monitoring the vehicle, therefore leading to some incidents that could be originally avoided. And this also became the reason for lowering public trust and acceptance to the self-driving cars. But there is also a hopeful side. In 2016, numerous automobile companies, they believe that the self-driving vehicles will be in the market and on the roads fully by 2020 or 21. Although this haven't really become reality yet since we are already in the year of 2021, experts still showed great trust in the technology, and optimistic predictions have been made by experts of the industry. Reports show that Waymo is a company that's closest to accompanying the goal of releasing self-driving cars, so it means that there is actually hope for companies to actually bring them in our daily lives. And the company themselves, they have also set ambitious goals to aim for, indicating their confidence. For instance, Elon Musk, he had set close dates for Tesla to become fully autonomous. Well, here came the conclusion. When will we have self-driving cars? Great potential lies within this technology, and despite the presence of flaws in the current development, companies and industry experts are still confident. However, considering the fact that the availability date of self-driving cars have been postponed multiple times by companies for years, and taking all the above into account, 2030 would be a more realistic date, and 2040 a more practical and less ambitious one. People should put enough hope into this technology and just wait for the day of it to become widespread on roads, and finally available to all of us, benefiting our society and our lives. Thank you for listening.